Hello Mobile Food Mastery fam. I know, it's been a while. I disappeared into the wilderness. Where have I been? Well, I've actually been on the other side. And by the other side, I mean event organisers. I've been contracting to a lot of event organisers and venue organisers, which has given me the best perspective about the other side of the mobile food industry. Always coming from a trader side, we feel like everything's against us or they're doing things that make no sense in what they're doing in the organisation. Well, I've had the luck and the pleasure of being able to contract to some of the biggest food events in Australia, from the night noodle markets to the Melbourne show, and even in venues where it's incorporating mobile food setups, and been consulting and contracting to these sort of places. It's given me a really good perspective about what mobile food traders really need to focus on within their own business, whether you're getting started or you're established and looking to grow that little bit further, enhance what you're doing, and really drive home what we need to do to make more money. But for now, I'm going to move away from the road that's right beside me and inside. Right now, I'm lucky enough to be in Byron Bay in northern New South Wales, overseeing the opening of a brand new events venue that's going to incorporate mobile food. Okay. That's better. If you've been tuned into the channel and watched a few of the other videos previously, you've probably come across some common themes that I've spoken about. Really has driven home to me working for these events over the last 6 to 9 months, and even in these smaller venues, around what mobile food traders really need to focus on to be the best that you can possibly. Point number 1. This first point is one that I've been driving home from the day that I started Mobile Food Mastery. That single word is capacity. It's the number of meals that you have the ability to turn out per hour and per day. Every single event, every single venue organizer wants you to be able to turn out food so that people aren't waiting, they're not getting agitated. They want to get a good meal in a good amount of time. I have done a video on capacity, which I'll link up at the top. Point number 2. Now, this has been a little bit of a contradiction in what I've said previously around marketing. I've said if you were doing general street trading, marketing is really important, obviously, so people know where you are. You can put a post up, whatever it is, and people will come to your location wherever you're going. On the flip side, I've said that if you were doing events and bigger festivals, then you probably didn't need to do as much marketing, simply because it's up to the organizer's job to make sure that people are coming to the event, and then it's really your job just to make sure you can serve as many of those people as possible as they go past your window. However, after being on the other side, it's really made it clear those businesses that are putting a good amount of effort into branding and marketing, and so people are aware about what they're serving, are getting the preference from organisers, and I completely understand this now. So as a trader, you need to have brand awareness for people coming through, that they'll stop at your stall and get your food. The people that have the best branding, have the most awareness, are the ones that are given the best spots, because the event organisers want people to be able to walk in and see something that the guests are associating with. Number 3 is around site fees and what you're paying to trade in a certain location. And once again, I've touched on this as well. Really important that you weigh up your cost-benefit analysis on every event that you go and trade at. The events that I've been working for, super expensive. They do charge big upfront fees and then take between 20 and even up to 28% of turnover as their commission base. I know a lot of mobile food traders balk at that, and I completely understand it, especially if you're a small single person operator without staff pool. It is a huge risk if you don't have the potential to turn over a lot, if your capacity is quite low and you understand that, and what you're trying to do is not fitting that mold. However, if you are a bigger operator trying to scale up and move into those events, the turnover potential on those events is huge. These are the events that are bringing through 50,000 people a day. On the flip side, if you are looking to limit your risk, so you're looking for free trading sites, you want to do street trading, you are looking for smaller entry cost markets, it works for a lot of small operators if you only need to turn over $600–700. But be wary, these cheaper or free places They're usually cheap because they're not bringing numbers through, they're unsure about those numbers, even especially with street trading, you're unsure whether people are even going to turn up. So it might seem free, but your turnover potential is quite low. So that's where your comparison of risk to reward needs to come in, but that's your business and you need to understand where you sit on that scale. Point number 4. Once again, this is a point that I've touched on previously, but it's called theatre. Event organisers and hosts, they want to see theatre around your food. They want people to be able to experience what you're serving. They want smell, they want sight, they want things cooking. They want to give people and their customers an experience. And point number 5, this one is something that I feel should be completely obvious, but really is lacking a lot within mobile food traders, and that's cleanliness of your store. You'll be amazed at what people actually see and what they really take note of. If your stall is dirty, if your signage has got marks all over it, if there's grease stains all over the floor, people will take notice and they won't come back, they'll go and tell people. Make sure you're clean. Have a really nice clean sign. Have a neon flex sign. It's all the rage and they work really, really well. But just make sure that there's no rubbish in your store. Make sure the staff are clean. Please, you're serving food, make sure everything is clean. I'm going to be posting more content now, really getting it out there to help you drive your food business further. If you're getting started, getting in the right direction. If you do have any comments or requests about things you really want to know about, please shoot them through. Use as many of those ideas for videos coming forward. If you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button and share it around to anybody that you think this might be helpful to or the channel might be helpful for within their business. Until next time, bye.